coming today. I appreciate it, especially on the very limited amount of time that we ask you to turn this around. At this time, I'd like to call on ODU Athletic Director Wood Selig, who has an announcement to share with you.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank everyone for being here today on such short notice. As the Athletic Director at Old Dominion University, my primary responsibility is to our student athletes and our intercollegiate athletic programs. As such, I'm always going to try to base any decision on those two guiding principles. After a comprehensive review of the men's basketball program, and with the support of President John Broderick, I am relieving Blaine Taylor of his duties as Old Dominion University's head men's basketball coach, effective immediately. This decision is not based solely on wins and losses, but a number of factors by which a head coach is evaluated. At this point, in regard to our head men's basketball coach, our student athletes need more mentorship, guidance, and leadership. Our fans and alumni need encouragement. Our administration needs confidence in our leadership. Effective today, I have appointed Associate Head Coach Jim Corrigan as the interim head coach through the remainder of the season. Jim has been with the program 18 years, and I have great confidence in Jim's ability to guide the team the rest of the year. We are not giving up on our student athletes or the program. Today's announcement is about addressing the present and the future needs of our men's basketball program. We want to make the most of our remaining games. There are 8 games left, and we want to put our student athletes in position for success. John and I would both like to thank Blaine and his family for everything they have contributed to the Old Dominion University over the past 11 years. Blaine's student athletes have always shown great character and tremendous heart. They have enjoyed considerable athletic and academic success. They have gone on to become productive citizens in their respective communities following graduation from the university. In those regards, Blaine has led a model program, all of which has made for a very difficult decision today. But as I previously stated, my primary focus is on our student athlete well-being and the future of our men's basketball program. As this is an institutional personnel issue, I really cannot comment further or specifically, and I trust you'll respect that position. Again, thank you all for being here today.
Thank you, Wood. President John Broderick is with us today, and John, do you have anything you'd like to add to Wood's remarks?
No, I think Wood speaks for both of us with what he has to say, and as he indicated, he has my full support in the decision he announced to you this afternoon.
Do you entertain questions, or that cannot comment further?
I can entertain some questions. I'm going to let you gentlemen go. Yeah, I will entertain questions.
Debbie, obviously Blaine coached last night. When this decision was reached, when he was told? Or?
Blaine was informed of this action this morning. I can share with you a couple of other things that I am at liberty to discuss, and obviously those are limited, and I apologize to you for that. But sure, yes, I'm sure you've all been in personnel situations before, so you would understand this. Jim Corrigan, as he mentioned, will take over as the interim coach immediately, and he'll serve in that position through the end of the season, beginning with Thursday night at the Drexel game. The assistant coaches will remain in their positions through the completion of the season as well. As I mentioned, Blaine was informed of his termination late this morning by Athletic Director Wood Selig. The team was informed of this decision by both Wood and the President earlier this afternoon, and also informed that Jim Corrigan would serve as their interim head coach. And we will begin to put together the process of hiring a new head coach, but it's far too early to speculate on what that timeline is going to be.
Why was it last week or next week?
I can't answer that other than the athletic director felt that timing was right.
Are there any other extenuating circumstances that went into this decision other than wins and losses?
I'm not able to speak about those. I'm sorry, it's personnel related.
Debbie, Blaine has 2 years remaining on his contract. Will he receive the remaining 2 years' salary?
Again, I'm not able to discuss that either, and I know this is frustrating for all of you, but
The team, I saw a lot of the guys walking in today. I know they're not practicing today, but was that because of what happened, or were they already?
no, they were called in for the meeting to be told. Yes, there is no practice today.
Because of what happened, or?
No, this was their day off because they have so many games in a very short amount of period. The NCAA requires you have a day off.
Sure.
So as fate would have it, it was their day off.
There's a perception in the community that Coach Taylor might have drank too much off the court. Any truth to that?
I'm not able to comment on that.
Did that have anything to do with this?
I'm not able to comment. I'm sorry.
What about just recruits? You know, we just talked to the local kid, the Kellum kid, and he said he is coming to Old Dominion because of Blaine Taylor. Are you guys going to be reaching out to players like that, especially with tomorrow being signing day?
I can't speak, tomorrow's not signing day for basketball.
Sorry,
So that's the good news. I'm sure the coaching staff will be very active in the recruiting process to retain as many as possible.
Hey, Debbie, Wood has said to several people here in the weeks that an evaluation would take place at the end of the season, like it does with all coaches, and that and he even implied that that Blaine likely was safe. Can you speak at all to what changed within just the past couple of weeks?
I cannot, I'm sorry. Again, personnel related.
Can you speak to, I wasn't at the game last time, I was on NBC Sports Network, but I was told that Wood and John were both at the game last night.
But Wood and John are at every game, so.
Sure.
Yeah, no, they're at almost every athletic event we have.
Can you speak at all just to the difficulty of not replacing, but just making this move in the middle of the season? It's obviously very peculiar to have it done now rather than at the end of the season.
I can't comment any further than to tell you that I think you could look at the expressions on people's faces to understand how difficult a decision this was. And I'm sorry, I think I'm going to have to make that the last one. I know this is frustrating. I've been in your seats. I appreciate where you're coming from. Please understand where we're coming from as well. Thank you. Cheryl, do you have any other? If anybody else needs additional releases, we do have the information on Blaine's career stats if anybody is looking for that information.